Welcome to our Giving Tuesday update. Where's Kevin?
Oh, I canceled him. All right, hold on.
Stop it. Welcome to our Giving
Here we
Tuesday
go.
evening update. This is update number 3.
Trey.
We will do an update tomorrow.
Thank you, Wednesday.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Wednesday. We normally do that update at 9 in the morning. But tomorrow we are going to just collapse it into our family meeting. So that is how it will be tomorrow.
So it'll be normal family meeting time
Mhm.
Wednesday at 4.
Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific.
All right.
Yes. Now, before we get into our Giving Tuesday update, I want to say a special thank you to one
Oh,
of.
look, a new supporter
What are you talking about?
in the comments.
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Hello from Wisconsin.
Hi.
Jane.
Thank you. Jane.
Jane.
Or is it Janet? Janet H.
Oh, it could be Janet.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So I got my very first Christmas gift of the season, and I'm so excited. It is Burt's Bees hand lotion. And if you know me, y'all know.
Hand lotion. You know how much she loves lotion.
And these are all chapsticks.
Wow.
It's up like an advent calendar. Oh, look at God. Won't he do it? Y'all know.
That's the blackety blackest gift ever.
It is not. Should only.
All she's missing is cocoa butter.
I know, exactly.
You know what? This is from the one and only Amy Rogers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Do you know? I wish I could tell you how many people like give me chapstick. I am so grateful. I am.
People literally send her chapstick in the mail.
Or they'll give it to me at conferences when we meet. Yes. I love it. Thank you. Please keep the chapstick coming. If you would like to send me chapstick, you can send it to P.O. Box 811, Upland, California, 91785.
We should have like CFBU branded chapstick.
Maybe. Okay. So on our update today, we are going to be speaking, first of all, with co-author of Critical Dilemma.
Are we going to tell people what this is?
Well, it's our third one of the day. If they don't know, what are we
But these people are all new. None of these people that are here right now are here.
Okay,
earlier.
I'm sorry, friends. I apologize.
Oh, Amy's on the stream. She says she saw the chapsticks and couldn't resist.
I absolutely love it.
The lotion's for me. Oh, thank you. Now I just have to keep her from stealing it. We'll put that on that side of the table. Oh, she's a little salty about it too.
She is.
Wow. Okay. Well, I love my chapstick. Thank you very much. So this is our Giving Tuesday update. We do 3 updates on Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is the Center for Biblical Unity's annual giving opportunity. It's the biggest giving opportunity that we do all year. That does not mean that we are not accepting support throughout the year. Please, if you are not a monthly partner, will you please prayerfully consider supporting us monthly? Your monthly support helps to do all of the helps us do all of the things that we do. It helps our contract workers, it helps our employees and things like that. The Center for Biblical Unity is a full ministry, and so we are always looking for support. We are also a nonprofit ministry, and so your support and giving is tax deductible, but the Giving Tuesday it's just a time where we are really looking at what do we want to do next year? What are some special things we want to do next year? Who are people we may want to bring on or hire to help bolster the team, to help just really CFBU help us go to a different level and do more things that get our message of one race, one people, one savior far and wide. And so we are raising $35,000. That is our goal.
So you're going to tell us right now where we're at?
No, I'm going to tell you after we talk to Neil.
Oh, okay.
Just like all the other times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm just excited.
It's okay. So this year we are raising money to hire a YouTube manager and a graphic artist. Krista does a lot of that work for us, and we really want to be able to put her in the lane that she's supposed to be in with teaching, creating classes, creating content.
So I can stop playing and pretending like I'm a YouTube manager.
And not, just creating thumbnails all day long. And so there's that. But we also are looking to create a digital download for young people and people who work with young people to really help them be able to define biblical justice. What is justice versus social justice? How do we think about that? What is the standard for justice? And then we also every year raise money to remain in our offices. We'll raise the money, and that keeps us in our office throughout 2026. We do have low overhead.
I think we have the cheapest office in LA.
We do. Krista tends to say I'm frugal or I'm cheap, but I might be. Hey, look, it's wisdom and remaining cost efficient. Okay. And so with that, that's what we're raising money for this year, to make sure that Krista and I can stay in our office where we can continue to have our favorite shenanigans. And so there is that. One of the things that we did differently this year is that we are having people join us, and this was Kevin's idea, to have people come on to also, encourage everyone to support the ministry, but then also as a way to give back, to equip, to have conversations that are important. And so for our highest givers, those who are the 10, I think it's 10 highest.
Yeah.
We are creating a power to define package. The theme power to define really was in my heart because I'm seeing so much of culture wanting to redefine terms like marriage, unity, justice, human, love. And, those are biblical terms. So how do we as Christians stand boldly and say, no, we are not going to allow you to co-opt our terms and then redefine them? We actually have the power to define. And it's not that it is our definitions, but it is because they are biblical definitions. And so that's our theme this year. The books that we are highlighting or giving away as a perk for Giving Tuesday are Corey Miller's book.
This is for our top 10.
Okay. It is Corey Miller's book, and I am going to butcher the title now. The Progressive Miseducation. I am so sorry, Corey, I really apologize.
We had him
on earlier. You can go back to that stream.
At the 9 a.m. stream.
9 a.m. stream. He really is looking at what has happened in education. Where did this come from? What happened in kind of like the Marxification of education, but what happened that really shifted our universities, and how do we recapture the universities? Yep. How do we as Christians stand boldly to recapture, especially Christian institutions and universities? Yep. At the 2:00, we had on Scott Allen, and we are giving away his book, 10 Words to Heal Our Nation. No, 10 Words to Heal Our World.
Our world.
And he's looking at 10 very prominent words that have deep biblical meaning that culture is looking to redefine. The last book that we are giving away is Neil Shenvi and Pat Sawyer's book, Post Woke. Neil Shenvi and Pat Sawyer co-authored the book Critical Dilemma. They have a special place in my heart. Pat Sawyer is one of the very first people who talked to me about critical theory and moving away from critical theory, why it was, oh, look at Neil, why critical theory was so antithetical to Christianity when I was so steeped in especially critical race theory. And so he has a very special place in my heart. Not to say that Neil doesn't. Neil serves on our academic advisory council. And together they have written Post Woke. I am still awaiting my copy. I am awaiting my copy, but we will talk to Neil about his book and how it fits in this current cultural moment. And I, knowing them, I am sure that it does. And I am excited for all of you to get your hands on it. So let's bring in Neil.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Hey guys. Hello.
How's it going, good sir?
Good. There's my book right. I got my own copy right here. You'll get yours eventually. I think the publisher is sending out the influencer copies as we speak. So, you're an influencer now. So you get to have, you got to share with Krista.
Maybe. I'm very excited to get it. I absolutely cannot wait. And so, one, thank you for joining us. What sparked this in you and who I call Uncle Dr. Pat? What really started this for you guys? And like, I know, like, I've read Critical Dilemma and,
you endorsed it.
Yeah, I did endorse it. But I mean, when post woke, I think one is a very interesting title. Are and it makes me wonder, are you saying that we're done with wokeness, or how are we living beyond wokeness? I'm just wondering what really sparked this book for you guys.
A couple of things. So first of all, I do not think we're beyond wokeness in the culture. We're just talking before the show started. I do think, praise God, that the evangelical church by and large has recognized the dangers of critical theory, critical race theory, queer theory. They see it now, and that's wonderful. I'm very grateful for that. But we live in a culture that's it's suffused with woke ideology. So it's very premature to have this, it's Donald Trump throwing up the deuces over the grave of wokeness and saying, well, Donald Trump president now, it's been a vibe shift. We won, guys. And that's just very short-sighted. We're in a democracy. We are 3 years away from President Gavin Newsom, President Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and to a large extent, all of the HR managers, all the CEOs who were promoting wokeness a year ago are still in power.
Yeah.
And it would just take another vibe shift to shift back to that whole framework. So but for me, I've always said, for me, the primary concern is theological. If we want to reach the culture, we got to get our own house in order first. And so that's one, just keep that in mind, even though I get the relief we feel sometimes that, like, okay, finally, we're a little breathing space. But I do think we have to be vigilant and be on guard. Harvest House, actually, my publisher of Critical Dilemma, was the one who came to Pat and I and said, hey, would you like to write another book, a follow-up to Critical Dilemma that is just more, so it's more accessible. Our first book was intentionally scholarly. And you can read it, but it's long, lots of footnotes, lots of direct primary quotes, and Post Woke is aimed at the people in the pew. We keep saying we want every evangelical and every parent of evangelical kids to read this book in the United States, just because they need it. They need to understand. I still run across people who genuinely say, "What's critical theory?" And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, where do I begin?" So I think we can be triumphalistic and think, "Hey, we know these ideas. We know they're bad." But there's so many people out there that I give these talks, they come up after, they're like, that made so much sense. And I'm like, yeah, but they're still there. They still need this. So the book is more accessible. It's shorter. It's more practical. We spend much less time on the theories themselves and more time on how they're expressed in your DEI training, in your college dormitory, at the water cooler, in your neighbors, the neighbor potluck. And then the final thing is it's a positive vision. So the subtitle is Asserting a Biblical Vision of Race, Gender, and Sexuality. So we don't just want to say what's bad about secular theories. We want to show what the Bible has to offer, a better vision, a truer vision, the true vision of race, gender, and sexuality. And I think that's what people need. I mean, people, if you just slap their hand and say you can't believe in critical race or you can't believe in queer theory, and offer them nothing else, no better story to tell about their lives. They'd rather have something, even if it's bad, than nothing. They'd rather snack on poisoned, moldy bread if it's that or nothing. So we have to give them great, nourishing biblical truth that they can turn to as an alternative to these secular theories that are poisoning them.
That's very helpful, and I do think that they, especially young people, But I think it's true of humans in general, but especially young people. They want something. They want to do something. They see that, I tend to say people see that something's gone wrong with the world. Like we understand that we live in a Genesis 3 world, but we can't just say, well, all of this is bad, and then not tell them, well, what is the alternative? What is the option? What is the truth? And so I'm so glad that you are looking at that and writing about that and encouraging and equipping people to be able to do that, because again, we don't want to just leave a void, an empty space.
And we definitely had, just parents in mind too. You and I, all of us, have encountered parents, distraught, heartbroken parents of college students who've walked away from the faith or gotten or are about to, and they're like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. And then they see our talks and they say, now I know what happened. I wish I'd known this before. And I'm like, I'm tired of that. I want to get it into their hands now. So if you're out there and you're a parent of not college age kids, if your kids are in middle school, elementary school, you need to read this now and get equipped to teach them. Again, it's not just about these are the bad theories out there in the world, but here's the better theory. I mean, if your kids have this story in their hearts, the true story of reality about what does race mean, what's ethnicity, what is male and female, what is marriage, what is sex for, if all those ideas are in their hearts and they perceive them as good, beautiful, then all these other theories just seem like ugly in comparison, and they are. So that has to start though when they're in your house, absorbing these ideas. And you can begin then to give them these alternate narratives about who they are.
Now, when does your book come out?
January 13th. Yeah.
So people can get it right now on pre-order. Yes. And then when it drops, it'll auto ship to them if they order it through Amazon and that sort of a thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you look like you were about to say something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
Kevin, because I'll just sit here and talk. Kevin, go ahead.
I mean, if you let me talk. So Neil, you talked about that vibe shift, right? And we all felt it, but it seemed very, very short-lived.
Yeah.
Is it me, or does it seem like there are certain actors trying to sabotage the vibe shift? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah. No, I know. We can talk all night about this. I think that they're not trying to sabotage it because they're anti-woke, right? In that sense, they're on quote unquote our side. I think they're trying to co-opt it.
Yeah.
For other purposes. And so we can talk later about, the woke right and this kind of stuff. But I do see that as this, and it is, I think it's largely, not entirely, it's largely an overreaction against wokeness, which it's understandable. But the thing is, understandable error is still error. Understandable evil is still evil. If a bully keeps bullying your kid and then your kid, out of the blue just, punches him in the back of the head, that's still wrong. You say, hey, I get why you did it. I get you were provoked, but you still don't just punch someone for no reason. So I just think we are fighting a two-front battle. That one side is much more powerful, much more ingrained in the culture, much more ensconced in the higher echelons of the academy, of entertainment, all that stuff. But at a spiritual level, guys, there are a lot of young, angry, white kids, frankly, who've spent their whole lives being told that they're oppressors, that they are guilty of slavery, that they need to shut up and just listen to the wisdom of their betters. And they're lashing out against what they perceive as the problem. And it's not, and unfortunately, that anger finds vent in lots of very toxic ideologies. So in the book, you'll see we have a section on reaching your parents, reaching your coworkers, reaching your kids, but one section is on reaching the dissident right. We have a whole section called "What is racism a sin?" Because I can't believe I never would have thought that I'd be writing an article to evangelicals or a section explaining why, yes, racism is in fact a sin. But here we are because we're in 2025 and the vibe shifted. So
yeah.
Yes. Or because we're here in post Genesis 3.
That's okay. That's a better. Okay, there you go. Amen. You got it.
Here we go.
Try to do my theology.
One of the things that I hear you saying without just saying it straight out is that you're defining terms. Like that, and that's what that's what all of our Giving Tuesday is about this year. Is just that Christians have the power to define, like that we can actually stand firm on biblical words and their definitions, and we don't have to, go with the cultural definitions. That we do offer something better. We have a better hope in Jesus. Our unity offers it's a better unity because it's founded on Christ. What it means to be a human person is always going to be a better, definition than what the culture offers. What marriage is always going to be better because these are the things that, are written in scripture, but it comes from our creator. It comes from God. And so when we take these terms and definitions that we see in scripture, we are actually offering people something better. I want to ask you, when you think about these terms, definitions, and how culture at times, or not at times, often tries to redefine those things, what is your encouragement to parents or to those who are in some of those harder conversations with people who may want to stand on, a social justice term or some kind of pagan definition? How do they stay in that and remain encouraged or stay faithful and, not become discouraged in, as people want to push back on definitions?
One thing I'd say is just take a deep breath and slow down. So oftentimes you'll have people, the classic example is Abraham X. Kendi, forcing you in this dichotomy of you're either racist or anti-racist. And by anti-racist, he means full-fledged intersectionally anti-racist and opposed to racism, sexism, classism, heterosexism, transphobia. So that's his dichotomy. And I think it's very easy to feel the pressure. It's like, well, am I anti-racist? Well, I don't like his definition of it, but I don't want to be called pro-racist. So what do I do? Or I mean, I've seen, and you guys know what I'm talking about, I've seen people begin to just deny that racism is a sin. Like it's been co-opted by the left. I'm like, first of all, it's totally okay. Just take a deep breath. I'm not going to be bullied, but of course I'm against racism. But how are you defining it? Are you trying to, because I want to see, and why, my point is this, we can use these words the way they've been used for the last 50, 100, 5,000 years, whatever. Like they don't get to redefine words and then foist them on us. So for example, the example is this. We talk about the idea that the second wave feminism were the first people to bifurcate sex and gender. So before then, in the English language, sex and gender were synonyms. They just literally meant the same thing. That's all. You look up a dictionary, it says that still. In the second wave feminism, split them into their sex is biological and gender is the social category of like masculine and feminine. So masculine is blue, feminine is pink. Masculine means you're into like cars and sports, and feminine means you're into dolls and flowers and poetry. And some of those things are very cultural, like King David was a poet, right? So it's just a modern American thing. So they would split those, and then the transgender activists would then go further than that and say, in fact, you can have one sex and a different gender identity. So now we've not just separated the ideas, but we've also said you can be one and not the other and be transgender. But our point in the book is we urge people to use those words as synonyms again. Why should they tell us they're different things? No, they're the same thing. Look at the dictionary. Now, if they say, oh, but you don't understand, gender is a social category associated with these ideas, their stereotypes, norms, then we can say, well, fine, you can define a term like that. Call it schmender if you want to. But we're arguing that gender, whatever social category you want to call, whatever you want to call that category, should be rooted in biology. Like, yes, okay, fine. There are these stereotypes and norms and expectations for men and women in the culture, but those things should be rooted in how God made us. And I just think that it's so easy if you're prepared to reclaim the term. And if they want to redefine it, then if you know where they're going, say, no, stop. I'm not going to let you do that. I don't agree with you. I don't think you can have one biology and a different gender identity in your brain somewhere. That's not how God made us. We actually in the book point out that God did not just create male and female biological sexes. He created husband and wife, mother and father. Those are social categories. So God did not just ordain biology, God ordained social categories of masculine and feminine, which we embrace as Christians as a good thing that God created. So but I think encouragement is this: take a deep breath, don't get bullied, don't get frightened. There are ways to talk about these issues that are fully biblical, and also, but don't seed ground necessarily. One thing that people are doing now, they want to deny that gender you should even use the word gender. I'm like, wait, you can't. That's in the dictionary. This is an English word. I'm not going to let the queer theorist tell me what it means anymore. Or like, marriage. I'm not going to stop using the word marriage because you want to define it a different way. That's silly. Or justice. Justice is a biblical word. You can't have it. Oppression, biblical word. I'm just going to insist. I'm going to keep using that word, but I'm going to explain to you how the Bible defines it, and then you get to argue against the Bible. I think that's how we approach this discussion. Well, less antagonistically. We're time crunched here. I get it.
I'm always here for a petty conversation. It's okay. Well, Neil, we're trying to keep these short, and I don't want to keep you. I know you're on the East Coast, but thank you for coming on and for talking about Post Woke. We can't wait to actually have like a full length interview with you and Pat on Post Woke and talking about all the things related to it. I can't wait to get our influencer copy. I'll share. Maybe.
I'll never see it.
She won't. But thank you very
highlight
much.
It, mark it all up, put arrows and little, circles.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
That's gonna be it. Thank you so much, and we will talk with you again, y'all. All right. Good night.
Bye.
I'm so glad that he came on to talk about Post Woke. You
Yeah,
guys,
it's the first time I've really heard about like what it's about and why they wrote it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I am excited. If you are one who will receive that book, you will receive it in January after it drops on the 13th. Or Amazon normally drops it on the day that it's going to drop, so it will be at your house on the 13th. Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go to this.
No. We're at time.
So
it's
what?
29 minutes.
All right. Crystal said we got to get out of here.
She'll wait. It'll be okay.
All right.
So speaking of redefining terms, have you seen this? What is happening in Oregon? I think this is the mayor of Salem, maybe.
Well, Salem is the capital of Oregon. And so it's like Sacramento in California. Salem is the capital.
Okay. Well, I still think it's the mayor of Salem. That's what I said.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Scroll back down so I can see.
Okay. This is bossy. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Kotek announces Christmas in Oregon will now be known as Inclusive Winter Observance.
This is silly.
What kind of mess is this? Scroll down so I can let me read a little bit, please.
Do you see that this is satire up here?
Oh, is it?
See right here?
No, okay. I did not see that. Oh, I'm gonna take that down because oh my gosh, I was like, what in the world?
This is satire.
They got me good. They got me good.
Sometimes satire is so good, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, they got me good because I was like, I know this is crazy. Okay.
I mean, the Babylon Bee literally had to come out with another website called Not the Bee to report news that pretty much sounds like satire. But it's like, no, guys, this is real. Trust us.
Modernization of winter emotions. Yeah, this is satire.
Yeah, okay, they got me because I was like, let me talk about this. I know that is not right.
Non-judgmental.
I was about to say, I know that is not right.
This sounds like a James Lindsay Plant article.
I know, right? They almost got y'all. They got me. They got me good. They got me good. Well, I'm glad you saw that.
I try.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that got me.
I mean,
good.
It fits though. I mean, it's so believable.
Isn't it? Isn't it? All right. Well, with that, then I guess we good. Because I was about to say, what in the world is going on in Oregon? Help me out now.
I mean, if it was true, I'd just be like, it's Portland. I mean, it's Oregon. Like
there is a saying in Portland, keep Portland crazy. Like they kind of, it's a popular saying that they pride themselves on.
Their city slogan is keep Portland weird.
Keep Portland weird. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then Austin, Texas stole it because they want to be Portland of the South, and theirs is keep Austin weird. Like
Yeah.
It is very weird vibes in both of those places.
Well, that's horribly unfortunate. Well, with that, I almost forgot that we have to give the announcement of where we're at.
We can't log
Yes,
off
we
without
do.
the big announcement.
Yes. Okay. So we are currently at we have a goal of raising $35,000 this Giving Tuesday.
So last year our total was 32.
Yes. Last
And
year
some
we had a
change.
goal of raising 32,000
Or 30.
30,000
Yeah.
and we ended up with 32. This year our goal is 35, and so people will still give. We will do another update tomorrow with our final total.
Yeah.
So
you can keep giving up until midnight tonight to have it count toward
Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
Everything else will go toward our end of year campaign.
Okay.
Our goal is 35,000 right now at 6:34 p.m. Pacific. We have raised $30,400.
Oh.
So we are $5,000, $4,600 away from our goal. Please continue to pray.
So the midnight deadline
yeah.
is at Pacific time?
Yes, it is
Okay.
midnight Pacific.
Okay.
Because that's when I started counting.
Okay.
Midnight Pacific.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
East Coast people, y'all got into 3 a.m.
That's
Yeah,
right.
there you go. There you go. So that is it. Thank you very much. I will be running by the post office tomorrow morning as well to get anything that may have come in after
Because
our
people
pickup.
do be sending things to the post office.
They do.
for
They
Giving
really do.
Tuesday.
They really do. And so with that, thanks for joining us.
We'll see y'all.
And we will see y'all tomorrow
Tomorrow.
at the family meeting, 4 p.m.